We begin tonight with the Oxford community still reeling from a deadly shooting on Christmas Eve. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Mike Duffy.
And I'm Whitney Burney. Tonight we've learned that this may have all started with a good deed, but it ended with 3 people shot, including one woman who later died from her injuries. Good Samaritans were simply trying to help a driver in a ditch.
Tonight, 7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wimbley is sharing the story of one woman who says she came terrifyingly close to being a 4th victim.
Yeah, that woman was driving here on Ray Road when she saw a pickup truck on the side of the road and another car in the ditch. She pulled over to see if she could help, and she nearly paid for it with her life.
I opened up my car door. I didn't see anybody. Then out of nowhere, this guy came up to me and just put a gun to my head. He slammed my head against the van, with the gun. And then I locked eyes with him and he lifted the gun. So I stepped back, and at that point, I told the car that was in front of me to call the cops, and then he started shooting. I think he shot like 3 rounds.
This Christmas, Ashley Vanesti is grateful for the gift of life. The Oxford wife and mom of 2 was one of the first to encounter the suspect who shot 3 people Tuesday, killing 1. Vanesti was not struck.
All I heard was screaming and shooting. At that point, I ran out in the road, and that car that was originally stopped, come to find out it was one of my best friend's daughters. I don't know what would have happened if he came up on her instead of me.
Oakland County Sheriff deputies arrested the suspect shortly after the shooting occurred, but the damage was already done.
I checked on the people in the truck, and they didn't look good. It's just images that I'll never get out of my head.
Families upended, lives forever changed. Over what?
That's a great question. The question is, why was the guy here?
That's a very good question that they should be asking their legislators and their prosecutors. The individual comes from another county with multiple arrests for weapons offenses, dangerous drugs.
Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard says prior to the shooting, the suspect pointed a gun at people after crashing his car on a different side of town.
Left that scene, and then ultimately the final scene was where we had our most tragically injured victims, where 2 women and a man were shot.
Meanwhile, Vanesti, though mourning the death of one of the victims, is thankful to be alive.
I definitely had people watching over me, and I just need to spread good, because apparently that's what I'm here for.
That suspect is in custody and could be arraigned on Friday. In Oxford, I'm Randy Wimbley, 7 News Detroit.